Hi guys, Riaz here from Blades and Triggers, and welcome back. Shucks, it's been some time since we've got out here onto the farm, and just in time to actually look at the new M50 from Snow Peak. It's been recently released or on the market in South Africa, so we're going to take a look at it and check what it's all about. Give it a couple of shots, check what velocity I'm getting out of the rifle, and hopefully see how many shots we can get out of a tank itself. So yeah, stay tuned. We'll be taking a look at the unboxing next, set it up, and then yeah, get some shooting going. All right, so yeah, let's start with the unboxing, or the boxing, or the box of the rifle, let's call it that. Yeah, your M50 comes standardly with a hard case, which is a decent feature that they've added to this specific rifle. Majority of the Artemis or Snow Peak rifles just come in a standard cardboard box. So yeah, you don't necessarily need to go out and buy yourself a case or a different bag, as it already comes with one. Including in the box itself, you'll get your standard Snow Peak manual, and I must say they actually give a decent detailed rundown on pretty much all the rifles in the manual itself, from loading, changing or setting your trigger, to actually degassing and gassing the rifle itself. In most of the guns, some of the guns actually have regulators, so they actually show you what it is or how to go about it in the manual, as well as the full range and all the specs of the rifle in the specific manual itself. So yeah, quite a decent read through as well. Once you get the gun, look at the manual. What you also get is one single, well, a 10-shot magazine. This is a 5.5 caliber rifle, so yeah, that is a 10-shot magazine that comes with it. You'll get your full probe, as well as yeah, a spares kit as well, or a spares kit included in the box. And that's obviously if you get a leak or so, you can always get the rifle fixed, as the spares come with it. A couple of things to really mention in the box itself. It's a nice and small, or well, compact, if you can call it that. It pretty much has space for your magazine, or cutout for your magazine on the left hand side here, pellets, as well as a cutout on of your scope, so you can basically pop your scope in there itself. I would have hoped, or I would have wished to have the gun or the case a lot bigger, so you can actually leave the scope on the rifle at all times and then basically pull it out and then start shooting. In this case, yeah, you've got a cutaway over there where you can actually leave your scope, and then when you need the rifle, pop it on, which maybe cause a bit of an issue. So yes, the case, quite a nice feature, but I would hope they would obviously thought it through a little bit more in that regard. So let's take a look at the rifle and the makeup of it next. All right, so taking a look at the M50 and its makeup, I like the fact that it has this tan or sand color, nice and smooth texture at the bottom, so makes it a lot easier to hold. You don't have these rough textures in most cases. And as far as I know, the rifle actually only comes in this specific color. I haven't seen any other colors just yet. And looking at the rifle from the back, it pretty much has a decent 4-point tactical stock, and yeah, you can actually put pretty much any AR-15 stock, because it has a standard buffer tube, so which opens up the fact that you can actually customize this rifle a little bit more by either changing the stock to whatever stock that you actually prefer, or alternatively, like just throwing some ideas out there, maybe putting a folding stock, getting the rifle to be a little more compact. And your opportunity, or your choices are pretty much endless with this specific system. The rifle on the bottom has a nice textured, or a decent rubberized grip, leading up to the trigger with your safety directly onto the trigger. And then looking at the rails itself, I mean, we've got rails almost everywhere, on top, to the side, at the bottom of the rifle itself. I've got mine on my trusty sandbag at this point in time, but yeah, it has space for a bipod. You don't actually have to fit another rail on there. And then on the top, you've got a nice lengthy Picatinny rail to actually fit your scope if you really need to put your scope a lot more to the front. But either way, it has a decent Picatinny rail on either side, left and right, so it gives you the option to put either a laser, torch, some night vision optics on there. So yeah, that opens that up to getting things going on the rifle itself. To the front of the rifle, you obviously have the silence already built in, and you're looking at around about 250 bar tank pressure that you can actually fill the rifle up with. I must say that it is regulated, so we're going to see how consistent that shooting is in a bit. And then looking at just quickly on the flip side, your side cocking lever, it actually has a decent clip that you need to pop off or pop out before actually cocking the rifle, and it clips back in, which makes it quite interesting in most cases, because once you shoot in that semi-auto, you don't want your side cocking lever to actually pop out, so that prevents that from moving out of its place. So yeah, I'm gonna get fitted, I'm gonna get the scope fitted, and then we see what the gun shoots like. All right, so yeah, quite disappointed at this point in time. Another blooper on my side. I didn't check the scope mounts when I left the store, so yeah, the scope does not fit, unfortunately. But yeah, it actually leads me to another idea. So we actually got quite a couple of different semi-auto rifles, and I think we'll do a decent collab, or basically a combination video on the next time round. So we'll put them head to head and see basically a comparison between the few semi-auto rifles. But for now, what I can do for you is basically give you the velocity readings of the rifle itself. I've got our chronograph set up, and yeah, let's see what the 5-shot strain would give us. As I mentioned, it is a 5.0, sorry, it is regulated. Yes, the rifle is regulated, so it should give us a decent consistent shot strain in what we're obviously going to be looking at. I am using around about a 15 grain pellet, so let's check it out. The magazine is loaded, and yeah, rifle is cocked and ready. So here we go.
898.
898.
800. 95.
895.
900.
900.
900.
902.
800.
And 895. So pretty decent shot range. I am getting around about the 900 mark, which is what the book says the rifle should give us in that term of velocity. So in most cases, I am using the right pellet in getting that velocity itself. So yeah, that's the Snow Peak M50. Pretty decent rifle. I think we will get it dressed up quite nicely on the next time around when we do that combination video itself, and check with other semi-auto rifles that we actually do have available. I think we actually had a couple of them on the channel before. But yeah, so if you're looking at this specific rifle, or basically any other of the semi-autos, check us out at bntonline.co.za. There will be a QR code at the bottom of, or the link of this rifle at the bottom of our page, as well as yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, and click the bell notification up above to check out our next video. See you soon on the next one.